and gentlemen, we are back with a new mini-series on the channel where we will be trying to save the team that is bottom of each of the top 5 divisions in Europe. And today we are starting off by saving Southampton. Now, this isn't just a save where I take over Southampton at the start of the season and we go on to do really well. No, we are using a data update to pick things up at the end of the transfer window. Now, I'm not going to do a video on this, but my good friend FMTreq has done a video on his channel, which you can go and check out. I will leave a link to it down in the description, where he shows you where and how to get the data update, the league fixtures, and the custom start date, all to start the save, just like I have done right here. So if we take a look at the schedule, you can see we have the Premier League results. They are all in. The date on the screen is currently the 30th of January. We are just before the end of the transfer deadline. However, all the updates have been done and I have locked in so that we will not have any other additional transfers. So we've had all the transfers, we've got the custom start date, all the results are in, barring this weekend's most recent action. Obviously, Brentford did beat Southampton in real life, so we'll see what happens when we come to doing that. We didn't want to update all the results. It's a very long, complicated process, guys. But in terms of all the transfers and stuff as well, if we go and check out the likes of Chelsea, for instance, you can see some of the players in their squad. Obviously, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 is here at Chelsea, and then some of the others actually do end up in their under-21 squad. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 is there. Obviously, 𝘼𝙗𝙗𝙪 is there as well. So not really sure what's happening over at Chelsea, but maybe we'll address that one very soon. But we have the Premier League all done and dusted in terms of that update. So what we're going to do, we are going to try and save Southampton, and to do that we need a tactic. Now, I have jumped into my bag of GYR shaped tricks and we've pulled out the Volante victory. Now, I think this is a really nice tactic that we're going to use, mainly around getting the best out of this man. Obviously, James Ward-Prowse, he is the captain of Southampton. He is the best man for the job, in my opinion. Obviously, we've got a nice little setup here. McCarthy, Bazunu might get a feature, I'm not really sure just yet. Maitland-Niles, Bednarak, Sasuasu, Walker-Peters, Diallo, Ward-Prowse, Armstrong, Orsic, obviously summer or January signing, Aribo, and then Che Addons up top. Obviously, we've got the likes of Big Paul 𝘼𝙗𝙗 is here as well, among some of the other January additions. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can do with this Southampton side. Obviously, I did mention this first fixture against Brentford has already been played, so we're going to have to try and get ourselves through that one. Other than that, though, we have exact fixtures for the rest of the season for Southampton. So let's dive in and see what we can do. I'll see you at the end of the season. So as we dive into the fixtures, first up is Brentford away from home. In real life, of course, this fixture has already been played and Brentford ran out comfortable 3-0 winners. In our world, the outcome is the same, even if the scoreline is slightly different, as Ivan Toney's left-footed strike in the first half was enough to seal all 3 points. Next up was Wolves, and we managed to score our first win as Southampton manager thanks to a brace from Che Addams. Those 3 points saw us move off the foot of the table to be replaced by Everton, but we still weren't out of danger just yet. We rounded off the month of February with games away at both Chelsea and Leeds United. Against Chelsea, we added to Graham Potter's misery with a 4-3 win away at Stamford Bridge, thanks to a Stuart Armstrong 97th minute winner. We followed that up with another 3 points at Ellen Road thanks to goals from Che Addams and Joe Aribo, so the end of February things were looking much better for the Saints, sitting in 13th in that Premier League table. Flash forward another month and the turnaround in form has continued as we've picked up 10 points from the 12 on offer, including impressive victories against Manchester United and Tottenham. At the end of the month, the table is looking much better for Southampton. We are now in 12th with 34 points. However, in April, our form took an absolute nosedive off of a cliff. We had back-to-back defeats against West Ham and Manchester City before stopping the rot with a 4-2 victory at home to Crystal Palace. We then lost to table-topping Arsenal before bouncing back and beating Bournemouth. We ended the month with a 3-1 loss to Newcastle at St James's Park, leaving us in 12th with 40 points, currently sitting 9 points clear of the drop zone. As we move into May, we just have 4 Premier League fixtures remaining. First up, we take a battering from Nottingham Forest, making me very scared that things are going to come crumbling down around us. But luckily, we picked up back-to-back victories against Fulham and Brighton, meaning the pressure was off for our final game of the season against Liverpool which we drew 1-1. This meant that we finished the season by cracking our way into the top half of the table with 47 points. At the top end of the table, Arsenal win the title and both Manchester clubs and Newcastle round off that top 4. At the other end of the table, West Ham, Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest all slip down into the Championship. So guys, there it is. We have saved Southampton. Obviously, they are currently at bottom of the Premier League. We will be back with future episodes where we save the team, or try to save the team, that is currently bottom of Ligue 1, the Bundesliga, Serie A and La Liga respectively. But I think all in all, we've done a really good job with Southampton here. We get them up into the top 10, which I think is a fantastic result and something that I don't think they will emulate in real life. Obviously, at the time of recording, they don't have a new manager. They have already sacked Nathan Jones following the defeat to Brentford. So I feel like the timing of this is quite apt. We've managed to jump in. We've managed to save them. Arsenal have won the title. I think all is right with the world. Man City, again, not getting that top spot. But if you did enjoy this video, guys, please do drop a like on it down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And if you're wondering what tactic did this damage, please do check out this video popping up here. I highly recommend it because it is an absolute monster.